Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we'd go more into a little bit more of a serious note. So I pretty much lost my sense of smell from COVID. And it's something that I kind of wanted to speak about because it's just something that gave me like a lot of anxiety, especially because I am a fragrance guru. I am a person that kind of works with perfume and is studying to be a perfumist as well. So it's something that was very, very scary. Ultimately, I do want to say I did get my sense of smell back and it is slowly progressing and becoming a lot more better, but it's just something that I really want to speak about because I do think that people, when they make videos about COVID, they speak about like the symptoms and other things that are happening with them as well, like the body aches and stuff, which are very, very important. But I wanted to go more into depth about the sense of smell and the olfactiveness of it all and how the journey is, because I did document my journey of having COVID and it was terrible. Like I know there's a lot of people that say it's like kind of similar to like a flu. No, it wasn't not. It was bad. It was like really, really bad. I was shitting it. I was fucking scared. um, because yeah, like the symptoms are horrible. But I think one of the most prolonged symptoms, the one that lasts kind of one of the longest, is the loss of smell. And it's one of the ones that freaks me out the most because I do work in this field. So throughout this video, I'm going to speak about what happened, what I felt, what I went through, when I lost my sense of smell, and when I started getting it back, and what kind of helped and what kind of didn't help. So yeah, hopefully you guys stick around for this video and hopefully you guys like it. Alrighty, so around, I think it was December 15th. I think it was December 15th was like the first day I started showing a symptom. This is day one of me having COVID. Though I don't look it, I am very sick right now, hence all the tissues right there. But yeah, I don't sound it, I don't look it, but I do feel sick. There's an intense pressure right here in my sinus area. And my left lung hurts. But I can still taste and smell, so day one. And yeah, it was pretty much like my body was hurting. Then we went on to the 16th and the 17th, and like the symptoms were like full-fledged. Body hurting, body aches, headache, everything was like hurting on my face, kind of fever. No sore throat or sniffling or anything like of the sort. But within the first 3 days, I didn't really have any symptoms at all. No, well, to clarify, I didn't have any smell symptoms. Like my smell was still there. I could still smell things. So I didn't have a loss of smell within the first 3 days is what I'm trying to say. Alrighty, reporting from day 2 of having Rona. Still can smell everything. Just lots of headaches, lots of body aches, a really big sinus pressure right here. But other than that, I feel like I can still taste and smell. So if I do lose my taste and smell, then I'll report on it. If not, then I'll just stop this video completely because there's just no point in making it. Now on the 4th day was really important, which was December 18th, my mother's birthday. Was kind of a big turning point because I remember we had made chicken burgers and we were kind of just eating like these chicken burgers and stuff, and I could not taste it. Now, if you guys know me, I love chicken burgers. I love me a chicken burger. But yeah, and it was just kind of sad because I couldn't taste it and I was like, oh my god, this is happening, but I was trying not to freak out. And it was just kind of like a texture thing. I could taste texture, but more importantly, as soon as I couldn't taste anything, and it was like fast, by the way, like as soon as I lost my sense of taste, like everything just started depleting within my nose and my mouth, and I just, yeah. So I went to my room, grabbed one of my perfumes and tried to smell it, and it was like faintly there, but I couldn't smell it at the strongest. It was like 50% there. And then on the next day, which was the 20th, when I had kind of like went to sleep, and I remember feeling like this really big burning sensation right here on my T-zone. Like it was kind of like my eyes were burning, my nose was burning, and it was like this very like nasty feeling within my mouth. And through like kind of doing research and stuff like that, I kind of figure that that burning feeling is your nerves being damaged within your nose, like the senses that you have in there, like the sensing nerves or whatever they're called. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but I feel like that's that really strong because I've never felt like a burning feel. I mean, I've had like a sinus infection and I've had sinusitis and other things like allergies and stuff, but this was like that times 10. So there was like this really big ass like burning sensation that was going on right here. And now, like a month later, I suspect that that was my nerves being burned off. Because when I woke up that morning, I could not smell anything. And on the 5th day, I full blown cried. Like I couldn't hold it in. I was doing my finals for my class. I had 2 of them that were due. Each one of them, by the way, was like a 7-page paper each, and they were timed, and I had to do it. And like halfway through it, I was like crying, and then my mom walks in, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "I can't fucking do this fucking paper because I lost my fucking sense of smell, and I'm just overwhelmed." And I was like having an anxiety attack because I lost my sense of smell. And it's scary because you know, you shouldn't fucking go on WebMD, but you gonna go on WebMD and you're gonna look it up and you're just gonna freak yourself out more. And then you research and then you realize that some people don't even get their sense of smell back, and it freaks you out, and you're just kind of like, oh my fucking God, how am I gonna do this if I can't smell anything? And it's kind of like been my dream and my passion my whole life. So just you guys kind of have to wrap yourself around that. Imagine you working so hard for something that you dreamed about since you were a child, and it just being taken away from you, like within a matter of days. It's fucked up. It's like a really fucked up feeling, and you kind of have to reevaluate your life. So within the through the 4th and the 5th day, I couldn't smell anything. My symptoms were kind of still bad. Like everything else was really bad still. But I was freaking out most about that. So today I'm kind of like super sick. My eyes are kind of red and irritated, as you can see. My voice sounds funny and I can't smell or taste anything. So yeah. Everything hurts. But I think thing that I'm most worried about is because I can't taste or smell anything. Gosh, my eyes are super red. See, the thing about this is just, it kind of like fucks up your senses a lot. And the thing that messed up for me is my taste and smell, so. I'm sorry, today I just feel really weak. I think I'm just gonna cut this short. So then I started researching on things that people did. One of the things that I felt kind of helped was peppermint oil. I don't know why it helps. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, and I'm barely getting into the olfaction chemistry of it all. So maybe later on they'll research this, so why it helps. But I remember putting peppermint oil within like my bath, putting it within my humidifiers and my oil burners. And I remember that was kind of one of the, within like the 6th day, that was kind of one of the things that I would smell a little bit faintly. I remember I would smell it in my shower and I would be like, oh my God, I could kind of smell that peppermint and stuff like that. So peppermint oil, I don't know, because it opens up the sinuses maybe, it helps. But yeah, I highly suggest that. That was one of the things that helped me, kind of, not really, but just, you know, if it works for you, just try it. I'm not a scientist. I'm not someone that's telling you to do this, but you know, it doesn't hurt. So just try if you can. And yeah, within the 7th day, still couldn't smell anything. 8th, couldn't smell anything. 9, couldn't smell anything. 10, couldn't smell it. Then the 11th day came in. Now on the 11th day, I remember just being really frustrated and being like, oh, I can't smell anything. And there was this bottle of Dior Addict across from me, which is kind of one of the earlier perfumes that I wore as a kid because my mother wore it, so it's kind of like sentimental to me. And I remember like seeing this blue bottle and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can smell it. So I picked it up, I opened it, and I smelled like this very faint smell of vanilla. Now the reason I say I smell like this really faint smell of vanilla is because one of the things that I could taste was sweet, which was kind of amazing. And I could still taste sweet, I could still taste chocolate. Trader Joe's cookies, highly suggest them. They are the dark chocolate chunk with almond cookies. But yeah, on the 11th day, that tastes so good. I noticed that I can still taste sweet, which is a symptom that a lot of people talk about. They say they can still taste sweet, and I could still taste sweet. So I kind of thought to myself, I wonder if I could still smell sweet. If I can taste sweet, maybe I can smell sweet. So I had woken up Chris this morning and I looked at my blue bottle of Dior Addict, which was right across from me. And I thought to myself, let me pick this fucking bottle up. Let me see what it smells like. So then I did. And as I picked it up, I can smell vanilla. I can smell tonka. I can smell things like, very faintly, but they were there. So I was like, all right, I can smell this. So then I started picking up my other Orientals and smelling them. Some would work, some wouldn't. Like I could smell Dior Addict. I could smell Poison Girl, but I couldn't smell Pink Sugar, which is like the sweetest thing ever. But yeah, and it just kept going like that. I could smell Orientals after that, after the 11th day. Like 11 through I think like 15, I could smell Orientals. Then on the 16th day, I started picking up fruity notes because my mom had this candle being lit up in the living room, which was Champagne Toast by Bath & Body Works. Now, if you guys know that perfume, that has notes of nectarine and blackcurrant and other fruity notes. It's like a really fruity winter kind of candle. And through smelling that, I noticed that I could pick up fruit notes. So then I went off and I picked up my Escadas, my Ralph Lauren, all my fruity celebrity scents. And I smelled them. I was like, I can smell them faintly. But now my sweet sense of smell was a lot more stronger. The Oriental smells, I can smell them in full now. And now I can smell, what do you call it? Fruity notes and like fresh notes, right? Faintly. So yeah, like the progression was getting a lot better. Things were helping. One thing that I noticed that helped a lot is the environment around me. I noticed that if I had the heater on or any kind of warmth around me, my nose would get really dry and it'd be really hard to smell things. So I don't know if that contributes or anything. I hope scientists kind of research that and figure out what's up with that really. But I noticed if I had my humidifier on, if I was in a shower, I could smell like clear. It'd be like boom, like I can smell it. Maybe because my nostrils are moist or something is happening there. I don't know why, but I noticed that when the air is humid, I smell a lot better. Also, it is a lot different when I'm inside the house where it's like sometimes very stuffy and stuff and the air can be a little bit more thick and stagnant. I notice it's hard to smell, but if I go outside, I noticed that I smell a lot more better than I usually do. So I wonder if you go outside and it happens to be humid that day, would you just smell completely better? I don't know. They would have to research that more. Maybe I would have to research that more going to perfume school. I don't know. But yeah. And then after that, I could pick up woody notes. Now I'm like a lot more better with woody notes. The only problem with notes that I currently have, I smell them, but they're very, very faint at this current moment, are floral notes. I don't know why, but floral notes are very, very hard to pick up on. Oh, another thing that I noticed is natural versus synthetic. I can pick up on synthetic notes really easily. I don't know why, because I was smelling some perfumes that have natural rose and some that have synthetic rose. The ones that are made with synthetic rose accords are a lot more easier for me to smell. I don't know why, but the ones that are natural, grown from the earth, rose oil is very difficult for me to smell. I do not know why, but it's slowly picking up. I just say for people that have COVID and are kind of sad about their loss of smell and taste, just have hope, stick in there. I hear that some people get it back in 10 days, some people never get it back, but I heard that it's a small percentage, but I don't know. But I do hear that the journey could take up to 6 to 8 months because you are repairing nerves, and through research I did find out that the nerves within your nose are the ones that do regenerate as opposed to other nerves in your body. So it will regenerate if you didn't damage them that badly. It just takes time and it may take months to a year, but honestly I can wait as long as it all comes back, and it is coming back a lot faster than I thought. So that's something that I'm really happy about. But yeah, I noticed that people that lose their sense of smell and taste through looking online, that they suffer from depression because of it, because there's a lot of lackness that's happening there. When you're eating, you're just feeling texture as opposed to flavor, and when you're smelling, you're not smelling anything at all. And these are normally things that bring you comfort, like a candle or a perfume or the smell of your lover or something of that sort, right? So I understand. I am with you. I totally get it. But yeah, I highly suggest everyone stay safe, wear your mask, please wear your mask, because it's not about you. You may affect another person and you may ruin their life. You don't know that, because if they lose their smell or taste permanently, that is your fault, because you do not want to follow the guidelines. Oh, by the way I got it was through my brother. The way my brother got it was because he went out. He usually is the one that goes out and does the grocery runs. And when he did, I guess he must have got it when he came back, because he never goes out, I never go out, none of us go out. And he went out one time to go do groceries because we need to eat. That's a given. And he got it, which was really sad. And I got it, my mom got it, and everyone else in the household got it. And it's probably because someone wasn't wearing a mask or someone wasn't taking precautions, because he was. So yeah, I highly suggest that you guys be careful and understand this is very serious. It's not funny. It really isn't funny. Like, even normally when I look back at traumatic things like this, I laugh at it and I'm like, oh, that was hilarious. But this wasn't funny because this is something that's my livelihood, and it's something that's really dear to me, and to have it almost lost was just something that I never thought of. So yeah, it's something that made me really sad, and I'm happy through the grace of God that it came back. So yeah. Alright guys, this concludes my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, hit the bell so you guys can be notified on any new videos I may have coming up. Alright guys, I'm Andrew. Stay fresh, stay clean, stay safe, smell good.